Hello everyone, welcome to Java Tutorials. My name is Kishore. In this video, we will discuss about the changes Java has done in interface when they released Java version 8 and 9. Before Java 8, interfaces could only have abstract methods and constants, but they came with few changes in 8 and 9. What are those changes means? From Java 8 onwards, you can have default methods in the interface and static methods in the interface. And in Java 9, they added one more feature where you can have private methods inside the interface. And all these will have methods with body. So why that change has been introduced is Java thought that when they have an interface and when multiple companies are already using that interface, there it is going to break the contract if in case the changes is made to the same interface. Probably like after a few years, certain things change in the IT, and maybe the number of methods in some interface might need to be modified means they cannot modify because if this interface is using by like hundreds of company and they all need to re-implement their classes. Without breaking that code, Java wanted to make some change. How they want to make that change means to the same interface, they can add a default implementation to the method, which is not mandatory for the classes to implement. If the class is implementing this interface, it will still get the default implementation. However, if the company wish to change the implementation, they can override. And another is they have provided static methods so that you can always call these methods through the interface name. So there is no any contract break that happens if they provide the default implementation. In case they provide abstract methods which are new abstract methods, then it might break the contract. But by providing the default implementation or static methods, the contract won't break. Another thing is why they introduced the private methods that is in Java 9 was the private methods will have methods with body which can be called by these default implementations so that this private method should not be available for outsiders. Such method logics you can keep it in these private methods. So these are the changes they added in the interface. Let us try one simple example by writing default method and static method. I will simply take an example of x and I write one abstract method called hi, which I will declare it, and then I will create one default method welcome, but I will implement it. I will return the void as the return type. I will print welcome from X interface, and I will also create one static method with the name called thank you, which is going to print thank you is a static method. Now, a class that is implementing X interface should implement only one method. It's not mandatory. It has to implement the default method. It has to implement at least this hi method, which can say hi from IMPL class. But if this IMPL class was already present and interface X wants to make any changes and it has to not break any contract means it can always have the default methods and static methods that will not break the contract, correct? If in case you want to override the welcome method in the subclass, you can still do that. First, we will try to create the object of this IMPL and call the welcome method and see what is going to be the output. I will use X as the reference and create the object of IMPL, and I can call the method hi, I can also call the method that is welcome, and I can use the X, that is the interface name, to call the thank you method. And let me change the reference variable name to x1 so that there won't be any confusion between the capital X and lowercase x. If I run the program, I should be able to see welcome from X interface, hi from IMPL class, thank you is a static method. However, you can still override the welcome method if you want. So they are public by default unless you write private. Public void welcome, and you can write welcome from IMPL class. This time what happens, the overridden method will be invoked. You can see welcome from IMPL class. What is one more thing you can write is you can write a private method also, but you should not write private default. Remember that. You should write private method for a non-default method like private void demo, and you can invoke the demo method only from the default method like this. You can invoke the demo from the welcome because demo and welcome both are present in the same interface. And whoever is going to invoke the welcome, they would get the demo invocation also. If I run the program, welcome, it is overridden, that's why. We will just comment this. And if I run the program, now you should be able to see the demo. Earlier I didn't get it because it was overridden. Anyway, you cannot call the private method from the overridden method, correct? Because it is not inherited. You will get an error. So that is how the interface works with default and static methods. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.